coupler deactivated. Be wary of traffic on your way out.
Frameshift drive charging.
You are now clear of station restrictions. Good luck, Commander.
Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete. Frameshift drive charging.
Week in review. Here are this week's major stories. The wedding of Princess Aisling Duval and Ambassador Jordan Rochester has been cancelled.
4, 3, 2, 1,
The announcement follows anti-slavery campaigner Jan Torredo's confession that he and Aisling Duval were romantically involved for several months. Meanwhile, Lakon Spaceways has announced that a new ship, the Alliance Crusader, will go on general sale on Tuesday the 28th of August. The ship, which is based on the Alliance
fuel scooping.
Chieftain, boasts 3 internal military compartments and a fighter bay. Rival technology companies Supertech and Herculean Machines have released press statements promoting new personal computer designs. Both companies have also confirmed they will be at the Rackham Ultratech Expo on Wednesday the 3rd of October, where they will reveal fully functional prototypes of their new devices. In other news,
Fuel scooping complete.
the Federal Intelligence Agency has revealed that members of the Far God cult are disappearing in large numbers. While the FIA has speculated that adherents are abandoning the cult and attempting to return to normal life, there have been no reports of former Far God worshippers returning to their friends and families. An expose published by the Mars Tribune has revealed that federal Congressman Morgan Unwin has close ties to a criminal organization. Information uncovered by the Tribune proves that Unwin used his influence to traffic drugs for the
Frameshift drive charging.
family cartel in order to keep his own addiction secret. Recent reports from the Betel system indicate that an ongoing feud between the Silver Creative Network and Betel 3 has escalated into violence, with systems
4, 3, 2, 1,
security forces stretched thin. Both organizations are seizing the opportunity to settle old grudges and have issued calls for support. Finally, the Colonia Council has announced that its campaign to build a new hydroponics facility has been warmly received by the galactic community. Large quantities of material were delivered to
fuel scooping.
Templar Barracks over the past week, allowing the initiative to move to the construction phase. And those are the main stories this week. Lakon releases Alliance Crusader. Lakon Spaceways has announced that a new ship, the Alliance Crusader, will soon be available for purchase. Mira Kalanak, head of military projects at Lakon, gave
Fuel scooping complete.
some details to the media. The Alliance Crusader is mechanically similar to the Alliance Chieftain, with one key distinction. Our engineers have removed some internal hardware to accommodate a fighter bay. Inevitably, this means the Crusader is marginally slower and less maneuverable than its siblings, but
Frameshift drive charging.
this is compensated by its ability to ferry fighters into a conflict zone. The Crusader's offensive capabilities are enhanced with 3 internal military compartments. We are confident that the ship will be able to hold its own in any combat situation, especially against the Thargoids. The Alliance Crusader will go on general sale on Tuesday the 28th of August. Computer firms promote new designs. Rival technology companies Supertech and Herculean Machines have released press statements promoting new personal computer designs. Scorpio Devereaux, CEO of Supertech, told the media about his company's forthcoming product. The talk employs cutting-edge holographic technology, surrounding you in a personalized world. Its hollow interfaces respond to subtle gestures and its flexible crystalline structure makes it as elegant as jewelry. By comparison, competitors' devices are as rudimentary as pen and paper. Maddox Hurd, owner of Herculean Machines, also made a statement. Fancy holograms might look pretty, but what matters is being able to withstand whatever life throws at you. The Jura Drive is designed for those who work hard and expect their tools to stand up to the challenge. However tough you think you are, the Jura Drive is tougher. Both companies have confirmed that they will be at the Rackham Ultratech Expo on Wednesday the 3rd of October. The technology trade show, sponsored by Rackham Capital Investments, focuses on the personal device market. Both companies aim to have fully functional prototypes ready for the expo. Order restored in Kamichi. Kamichi Incorporated has announced that its campaign to clear the Kamichi system of felons has been a success. Hundreds of pilots responded to the appeal, taking to their ships to eliminate the criminals operating in the system. Authorities in Kamichi have extended their gratitude to those who participated in the operation. Pilots who contributed to the initiative can now collect their rewards from Game and Port in the Kamichi system. The battle for Betel. Recent reports from the Betel system indicate that an ongoing feud between the Silver Creative Network and the Betel Free has escalated into violence. General Hollis of Betel Security issued the following statement. After a lengthy period of peace, these factions are now determined to wipe one another out. As much as we want to subdue this conflict ourselves, we simply do not have the ships to stage an effective intervention. With system security forces stretched thin, both organizations are seizing the opportunity to settle old grudges, and have issued calls for support. Pilots who participate in the conflict will be generously rewarded by their chosen faction. The two factions have set out week-long operations to take control of the system, which will begin on the 23rd August 3304. Colonia Hydroponics Initiative concludes. The Colonia Council has announced that its campaign to build a new hydroponics facility has been warmly received by the galactic community. Large quantities of material were delivered to Templar Barracks over the past week, allowing the initiative to move to the construction phase. The Council's scientific advisor, Professor Diana Van Cleef, gave the following statement. Not only will this new hydroponics facility provide biofoods and super grains for the populace of Colonia, it will also contain a dedicated research laboratory for a science team to develop new biotech crops. Pilots who contributed to the initiative can now collect their rewards from Templar Barracks in the Randnid system. Congressman's criminal ties exposed. An exclusive exposé published by the Mars Tribune has revealed that a member of federal Congress has close ties to a criminal organization. The extensive feature began with this summary. Congressman Morgan Unwin has been in debt to the notorious Red Family Cartel for nearly a decade. Information uncovered by our reporters proves that he has unwon his influence to traffic enormous quantities of the cartel's drugs in order to keep his own addiction secret. Following publication of the feature, Mr. Unwin was arrested by the Federal Security Service, and now faces expulsion from Congress. An investigation into Red Family's narcotics operation in Olympus Village is also underway. A spokesperson for Congress made this statement. We are indebted to the Mars Tribune for uncovering a criminal conspiracy that might otherwise have continued undetected. This highlights the value of investigative journalism to the Federation. The Tribune's billionaire owner, Kingsley Cordova, has been invited to a special event by Congress to express its gratitude. As well as the Mars Tribune, His conglomerate Cordova Group runs many small companies in the Sol system. Far God cultists and
Frameshift drive charging.
vanishing. The Federal Intelligence Agency has revealed that members of the Far God cult are disappearing in large numbers.
Four, three, two, fuel scooping.
Your agent Micah Whitefield told the media. On several occasions, our agents have entered Hive chapels only to discover them completely empty. Intelligence from Independent Systems describes how entire chapters
Fuel scooping complete.
of the sect have disappeared overnight. We suspect that adherents are starting to abandon the cult and attempting to return to normal life. We urge everyone to report such individuals to the FIA, so we can investigate potential connection to the Thargoids. Dr. Jamila Griffin, of the Galactic Interfaith Commune commented. Although it would be an understandable reaction to the FIA's relentless persecution, there are no reports of former Far God worshippers returning to their friends and families. These abrupt disappearances remain a mystery. Anti-cult campaigner Juanita Bishop also made a statement. It's obvious to me that these spies are returning to their Thargoid masters, to inform them of what
Frameshift drive charging.
they've learned. Arresting them isn't enough. We need a more permanent solution for these traitors. Aisling Duval wedding cancelled. Federal news channels have announced that the wedding...
4, 3, 2,
Princess Aisling Duval and Ambassador Jordan Rochester has been cancelled. The statement came from Congress member Isolde Rochester. The planned wedding between my son Jordan Rochester and Her Imperial Highness will no longer take place. We have contacted everyone involved with the event and closed down all related projects. The announcement
fuel scooping.
follows anti-slavery campaigner Jan Torrido's confession that he and Aisling Duval
Fuel scoop disengaged.
romantically
Frameshift drive charging.
involved for several months. Torrido also claimed that the planned marriage was purely a political matter. The cancellation was confirmed by the Imperial Palace on Emerald, but there has been no direct response from Princess
4, 3, 2,
Val or Ambassador Rochester. Political journalist Cassia Carvalho of the Imperial Herald commented, "The fact that this news comes from Isolde Rochester gives weight to Jarl Torrido's claims. If the marriage was a political scheme, that may explain why the Rochester family matriarch is the one to call it off.
fuel scooping.
No longer trusting Princess Duval to play her part. Or perhaps this is simply the reaction of a mother, enraged at her future daughter-in-law's infidelity. Had the marriage taken place, would it have initiated an era of federal imperial cooperation, or triggered a new wave of conflict? It seems we will never know." Starport status update. This report presents the latest data on Starport's experience
Fuel scooping complete.
facing technical issues as a result of Thargoid sensor-related interference. The following starports are currently closed: Xiang Port, Garo Ki Aku, Surrey Gateway, Vesuvit, Scott Station, HIP 93685, Salgari Enterprise, Mawa, Wakata Port.
Ship is released. Please fly carefully as you leave the facility.
Landing gear retracted. Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Warning. Temperature critical. Hull integrity compromised. Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Warning. Taking heat damage. Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop disengaged.
Wandiera. Bruce Enterprise, Kabiku. Kubasov Station, HIP 90112. McDonald Platform, Hamlet's Harmony. Thirsk Enterprise, Monted. The following starports continue to experience technical issues. Weber Dock, Mean. Meanwhile, the following starports are on the brink of closure. Crown Plant, Mudra Makazi. Crown Terminal, LHS 355. Evans Platform, HIP 18305. Fort Lawrence, XEOC. Fox Base, Paya. Fragnoi Holdings, Paya. Gautier de Varence Folly, HIP 13269. Grimwood Ring, HIP 94863. Hague Port, OC. Hengdok, Samantundi. Harrington Gateway, 45 Turi. Lathe Station, Lathe. Lichtenberg Dock, 3 Corvi. McLeod Hub, Nornan. McAllister Port, HR 6680. Miller Terminal, XEOC. Parmit Anno Terminal, New Turi. Porges Horizons, G25034. Pre-Research Base, HIP 17225. Ross Orbital, Radomir. Sedan Gateway, Monted. Tanner Ring, Sokond. Wang Platform, Paya. Week in Review. Here are this week's major stories. Campaigner Jarl Torido has disclosed that he and Princess Aisling Duval have been conducting a secret romantic relationship, despite her betrothal to Federal Ambassador Jordan Rochester. Torido claims that the princess accepted Rochester's proposal only as a means to advance her political plans. Princess Duval has refuted Torido's statement. Dr. Alfred Ulyanov, a leading exotheologian and an authority on the Far God cult, has been apprehended as a suspected Thargoid sympathizer. The Federal Intelligence Agency said that Dr. Ulyanov's involvement with the Far God cult made him a valid person of interest. Meanwhile, the Federal Times has highlighted two new personal computer designs currently in development, the Torque from Supertech, and the Duradrive from Herculean Machines. Both companies plan to reveal prototypes of their designs at a technology expo in October. A mining robot that went out of control in the Beta Hydri system has been located and disabled. MacArthur Mining Limited, which manufactures the robot, said that an inspection of the robot's remains confirmed suspicions that it had been placed in the incorrect standby mode, verifying that the malfunction was the result of human error. In other news, billionaire Zachary Rackham has been confirmed as the winner of a lottery prize of 1 billion credits. Rackham was quick to announce that he would donate his winnings to charity, although the Federal Times pointed out that the win coincided with a bill for unpaid taxes recently submitted to Rackham's company. Finally, a spokesperson for Regis Research has announced that its rescue operation in the Pleiades has been enthusiastically
Orbital flight engaged.